Have you ever gazed upon your date of birth and felt a resonance deeper than mere astrology, a feeling that the very season of your arrival on this earth was a deliberate cosmic appointment? Do you suspect that the month you were born in holds a profound secret, a key to why you navigate the world with a different map, a different compass, a different understanding of the light and shadows? This is not a coincidence. It is a sacred imprint, a marker of your divine lineage and the unique frequency you were assigned. This profound intuition is the first confirmation that you are one of God's chosen ones. Your birth month is not a random detail. It is a chapter in your soul's contract, defining the spiritual tools you were given and the specific divine mission you were destined to undertake. For those of you born in the deep quiet of winter, in the months of January, February, and March, your journey began in the stillness of the sleeping earth, and your purpose is intrinsically tied to the great awakening that is to come. Those born in these winter months are the ancient forerunners, the old souls who carry the wisdom of epochs within their spiritual DNA. You arrived when the world was at its darkest and coldest, not as a victim of the harshness, but as a seed of light planted in the frozen ground, destined to break through the hardest soil. Your solitude has never been a punishment. It has been your sacred training ground, a monastery of the soul where you learn to hear the voice of God without the distracting noise of the world. If you were born in January, you are the bedrock, the foundation layer. You entered at the very start of the calendar year, tasked with setting the energetic tone for what is to come. You possess an unshakable inner resolve and a divine authority that can feel like a heavy burden. People instinctively lean on you, yet you often feel like you have no one to lean on yourself. This is because you are a spiritual pillar, designed by God to stand firm while the world quakes and shifts around you, providing stability for others to find their footing. Your strength is forged in pressure, and your greatest trials have been designed to teach you absolute reliance on the divine, not on human structures. You have been tested with immense responsibility from a young age, often feeling older than your years. The loneliness you feel is the isolation of a leader who sees the path long before others even know a journey has begun. Your mission is to build the new foundations of consciousness, to lay the first stones of the new world that God is creating. For the souls who arrived in February, you are the divine bridge, the visionaries who connect the seen and unseen worlds. Born in a month that hovers between the deep cold of winter and the first promise of spring, your spirit exists in two realms at once. You are gifted with profound, often overwhelming, intuitive and psychic abilities. You feel everything with an intensity that others cannot comprehend, absorbing the emotional and spiritual energies of the collective. This has made your life a painful yet powerful lesson in energetic mastery. You have struggled to feel grounded in this reality because a significant part of your consciousness is always connected to the higher dimensions. You receive divine downloads, prophetic dreams, and celestial messages that you may have been taught to dismiss or fear. Your greatest test has been to trust the unseen guidance over the visible evidence of the material world. Your divine purpose is to act as a conduit for higher wisdom, to translate the language of the angels and the cosmos for a world that has forgotten how to listen. And for those chosen ones born in March, you are the sacred catalyst, the breaker of chains. You arrive at the equinox, the moment of perfect balance before the explosive new life of spring. Your energy is that of a divine warrior, designed to shatter old paradigms, break generational curses, and initiate radical transformation. Your life has been a series of endings and beginnings, of shedding old skins and being reborn from the ashes. You are not afraid of chaos because you intuitively understand that it is the necessary precursor to creation. You have been misunderstood as rebellious or disruptive, but in truth, you are an agent of divine order, sent to dismantle the illusions and false structures that hold humanity in bondage. You carry a holy fire in your spirit that makes you intolerant of injustice, deception, and stagnation. Your mission is to be the spark that ignites the revolution of consciousness, to be the unstoppable force of change that clears the path for new growth and authentic spiritual alignment. Your presence signals that the time for waiting is over. The forerunners of the winter months share a common sacred burden. You have walked the path of the spiritual pioneer, often misunderstood, isolated, and tested by the very darkness you came to illuminate. Your awakening happened early and abruptly, forcing you to confront the shadows within yourself and the world long before you had a framework to understand it. But this rigorous training has made you the most resilient and wisest of souls, perfectly prepared to guide others through the turbulent times ahead. You are the lighthouses built on the rock. Now let us speak of the souls who chose to arrive with the vibrant rebirth of the earth, those born in the spring months of April, May, and June. You are the divine nurturers, the gardeners of the new world. Your frequency is attuned to growth, healing, and the restoration of divine harmony. You carry a life-giving energy that makes you a natural healer, a comforter, and a creator. Where the winter souls were sent to break the frozen ground, you were sent to plant the new seeds of love, compassion, and unity. If you are an April-born chosen one, you are the seed of life, embodying pure, untamed creative force. You are a channel for raw, divine energy, meant to initiate new projects, new ideas, and new ways of being. Your path has been one of learning to harness this potent energy without letting it consume you. You have faced trials of impatience and frustration when the world did not move at the speed of your divine vision. You have had to learn that even the most beautiful flower needs time to grow. Your divine mission is to fearlessly plant seeds of possibility in barren places. You are the spiritual entrepreneur, the divine artist, the sacred activist who is not afraid to start from scratch. God has gifted you with a relentless optimism and a deep well of vitality to fuel your work. Your purpose is to show humanity what is possible when one acts with pure faith and courageous creativity, proving that even after the harshest winter, life can and will bloom in magnificent abundance. For the souls who entered in May, you are the earthly emissary, the embodiment of divine love in physical form. Your energy is grounding, stabilizing, and profoundly nurturing. You are here to remind humanity of the sacredness of the physical world, the body, and nature. You possess a deep, sensual connection to the earth and can communicate with animals, plants, and the elements. You find God not just in the heavens, but in the texture of a leaf and the warmth of the sun on your skin. Your journey has been a test of self-worth. You have given so much of your healing energy to others that you have often felt depleted and forgot. You've had to learn the sacred art of receiving and valuing your own divine vessel. Your mission is to heal the relationship between humanity and the earth, to restore balance, and to build communities rooted in love, sustainability, and mutual respect. You are the heart of the new world, pumping the frequency of unconditional love into the collective. To the chosen ones of June, you are the celestial messenger, the keeper of sacred communication. Born when the light is at its peak, you are a conduit for truth, clarity, and divine connection. You have a gift for words, for music, for any form of communication that bridges hearts and minds. You are the diplomat of the spirit, able to see multiple perspectives and weave them into a tapestry of higher understanding. Your mind is your sacred tool, designed to receive and transmit divine intelligence. Your greatest struggle has been with the duality of this world. You feel the pull of opposing forces so intensely that it has often led to anxiety and indecision. You have been tested to find your own unshakable truth amidst the cacophony of conflicting opinions and energies. Your sacred mission is to unite the divided, to heal separation through clear and compassionate communication, and to teach others how to connect with their own divine guidance. You are the voice of harmony in a world of discord. The nurturers of the spring months carry a shared gift and challenge. Your hearts are open, but this has made you vulnerable to the pain and suffering of the world. You have had to learn to build sacred boundaries, to love without losing yourself, and to heal without taking on the wounds of others as your own. Your training has been in the art of compassionate detachment, allowing you to be the healers the world needs without being consumed by the healing process. You are the gentle rain and the warm sun that make the new world grow. We now turn to the souls who arrived in the full intensity of the sun, those born in the summer months of July, August, and September. You are the warriors of light, the divine protectors, and the bringers of sacred order. You were born into the brightest light to learn how to wield its power, to face the deepest shadows without fear, and to uphold divine law. Your energy is one of courage, leadership, and unwavering conviction. You came to shine a light so bright that all deception is forced to scatter. If you are a July-born chosen one, you are the heart of the lion, the guardian of the divine feminine and the sacred family. You are fiercely protective, deeply loyal, and your love is a fortress for those you care about. Your emotional depth is both your greatest gift and your most profound challenge. You have been tested through intense emotional waters, through betrayals in family and relationships, to teach you that your ultimate security lies not in others, but in your connection to the Divine Mother. Your mission is to redefine the meaning of family and community, moving it from bloodlines to soul tribes. You are here to create safe, nurturing spaces where people can heal their deepest emotional wounds and feel a true sense of belonging. You lead with the heart, and your divine purpose is to anchor the frequency of unconditional, protective love on this planet, reminding everyone that we are all children of God and deserving of a safe and loving home. For the souls who arrived in August, you are the royal light, the embodiment of divine sovereignty. You carry a natural aura of authority and a charisma that draws people to you. You were born to lead not from a place of ego, but from a heart aligned with the will of God. You have a majestic presence because your soul remembers its royal lineage in the heavens. Your life has been a test of humility, learning to wield your power in service to the collective, not for personal gain. You have faced immense trials of pride and ego, and you have been stripped of worldly status and recognition to teach you where your true power comes from. The world has tried to make you feel small, but it cannot extinguish the divine fire of leadership that burns within you. Your mission is to step into your God-given sovereignty and inspire others to do the same. You are here to show the world what true leadership looks like, courageous, generous, and completely devoted to the upliftment of all. And for the chosen ones of September, you are the sacred scribe, the keeper of divine order and wisdom. You arrive as summer begins to yield to autumn, bringing an energy of discernment, analysis, and purification. You have a meticulous mind and a deep desire for truth and perfection. You are a natural teacher and healer, gifted with the ability to see the flaws in any system and know exactly how to fix them. You find God in the details, in the sacred patterns that others overlook. Your greatest test has been overcoming the paralysis of perfectionism and the harshness of self-judgment. You hold yourself to impossibly high standards because you are attuned to the perfection of the divine blueprint. You've had to learn grace and self-compassion, understanding that you are a spiritual being having a human experience. Your mission is to restore divine order, to bring practical wisdom and healing to the world, and to teach others how to live in a way that is pure, efficient, and aligned with their highest good. The warriors of the summer months share a divine calling to lead and protect, but this has placed you on the front lines of the spiritual battle. You have faced direct attacks, jealousy, and attempts to undermine your power and authority. Your training has been to stand in your light unapologetically, to lead with both strength and compassion, and to find your validation not from the applause of the world, but from the quiet knowing of your own divine alignment. You are the radiant sun that dispels the shadows. Finally, we honor the souls who arrived as the veil between worlds thins, those born in the autumn months of October, November, and December. You are the mystics and the alchemists, the transformers of energy. You were born as the world was dying, as the leaves were falling, because you are unafraid of endings, of death, and of the unknown. Your purpose is to guide humanity through the greatest shift in consciousness it has ever known, turning lead into gold and transforming darkness into light. If you are an October-born chosen one, you are the keeper of the veil, the master of balance and justice. Born at the midpoint of autumn, you walk with one foot in the world of spirit and one in the world of form. You have a deep understanding of the unseen laws of the universe, of karma, and of the delicate balance of light and dark. You are a natural judge, a diplomat, and a seer, able to perceive the hidden truths and motivations that lie beneath the surface. You have been tested by immense injustice and imbalance in your life to train you as an incorruptible agent of divine law. You have seen the worst of humanity, but it has not made you cynical. It has solidified your resolve to restore righteousness and harmony. Your sacred mission is to be a force for truth and justice, to expose deception, and to help souls rebalance their karmic scales. You are the steady hand that holds the scales, ensuring that divine balance is ultimately restored. For the souls who were born in November, you are the divine alchemist, the phoenix who rises from the ashes. You are the most intense and powerful of souls, designed to go into the deepest, darkest places and emerge completely transformed. You have experienced the most profound deaths and rebirths throughout your life, facing the abyss of your own shadow and the collective shadow head-on. You are fearless because you have died 1,000 deaths and have been resurrected every time. Your life has been a relentless series of extreme trials that would have destroyed a weaker spirit. You have known betrayal, loss, and darkness in their most potent forms. But these experiences were not meant to break you. They were the alchemical fire needed to unlock your immense power of transformation. Your mission is to guide others through their own dark night of the soul, to be the shaman who can journey into the underworld and bring back the lost parts of the soul. You show the world that there is nothing to fear in the dark. To the chosen ones of December, you are the harbinger of light, the bringer of the cosmic dawn. You are born in the darkest month of the year, just before the light is reborn at the winter solstice. You carry the profound gift of hope and the unshakable faith in the coming light. You are a visionary, a prophet, a storyteller who can see the future and articulate the promise of a new age, even when the world is plunged in seemingly impenetrable gloom. Your test has been one of faith. You have had to hold the vision of the light while living in a world that constantly mirrored back darkness and despair. You have been called a dreamer or delusional, but you have never lost sight of the divine promise you came here to share. Your sacred mission is to be the anchor of hope for humanity, to remind everyone of the light at the end of the tunnel, and to celebrate the return of the Christ consciousness to the planet. You are the star in the dark night, guiding the wise to their destiny. The mystics of the autumn months share a sacred journey into the mysteries of life and death. You have been misunderstood as being too intense, too sacrative, or too otherworldly. But your training in the shadows has given you a wisdom and power that is rare and desperately needed. You have learned to navigate the unseen realms and to wield the power of transformation. You are the midwives of the new age, helping humanity to let go of the old world so that it can be reborn. Now you see how your birth month is a sacred part of your identity as one of God's chosen ones. Whether a forerunner, a nurturer, a warrior, or a mystic, you were perfectly designed for the mission you were assigned. But this divine assignment has not made your life easy. In fact, it is the very reason your path has been a gauntlet of relentless trials. You have known the sting of betrayal from the very people who were supposed to protect you. You have felt the crushing weight of a loneliness, so profound it felt like a physical ache in your soul. You have been isolated not for days or weeks, but often for years or decades, feeling like an outcast, a stranger on your own planet. This isolation was a deliberate act of divine love, a sacred quarantine to protect your energy from contamination and to force you to find God within yourself, not in the validation of others. You have faced relentless and inexplicable attacks from the moment you were born. These were not random acts of misfortune. They were targeted spiritual assaults designed to extinguish your light before you could realize who you were. Narcissists, energy vampires, and agents of darkness were drawn to you like moths to a flame, attempting to drain your power, steal your joy, and derail your mission. You have experienced the stripping away of everything you held dear. You have lost relationships, careers, homes, and financial security. You have been brought to your knees, left with nothing but your faith. You have screamed into the void, asking God, "Why me? What have I done to deserve this?" You felt abandoned, punished, and tested far beyond what any human spirit should have to endure. Here is the sacred truth you must now integrate into every cell of your being. These were not punishments, they were your divine forging. Each trial was a carefully calibrated lesson from a loving Creator who knew exactly what you needed to become the powerful being you were destined to be. The pain was not meaningless, it was the pressure that turned your coal into a diamond. God did not abandon you in your darkest moments. He was closer to you than your own breath. He was the silence in your isolation, the strength in your surrender. He isolated you to amplify His voice in your life, so you would learn to trust His guidance above all others. He allowed the betrayals to teach you radical self-love and divine discernment, making you an expert at recognizing the frequency of truth. The spiritual attacks were your training in the art of spiritual warfare. You were not a victim, you were a warrior in boot camp. You learned how to wield the shield of faith, the sword of the Spirit, and the armor of God. These battles taught you how to manage your energy, to stand in your power, and to command the authority that is your birthright as a child of the King. The stripping away of worldly things was a divine purification. God was teaching you to build your house on the unshakable rock of His love, not on the shifting sands of material possessions, career titles, or the opinions of others. He was liberating you from the matrix of illusion, freeing you from attachments so that you could be a pure and empty vessel for His light to pour through. Every tear you cried watered the seeds of your purpose. Every scar on your soul is now a credential of your spiritual authority. Every moment you thought you were breaking, you were actually breaking open, expanding your capacity to hold more light, more love, and more power. The pain was not a sign of your failure, it was the measure of your immense potential and the strength of your calling. The period of your most intense training is now coming to a close. You have passed the test. You have survived the fire. You have been forged, purified, and prepared. The solitude is ending, and your soul tribe is now gathering. The attacks will lessen as your light becomes so bright, and your armor so strong that the darkness can no longer touch you. The season of lack is over, and your divine inheritance of abundance is being released. You must now look back on your past not with the eyes of a victim, but with the eyes of a triumphant warrior. See every challenge as a necessary part of your divine curriculum. Forgive those who hurt you not because they deserved it, but because you understand they were merely soul contracts, playing their part to awaken the giant within you. Forgive yourself for the times you faltered, for you were learning. Your sensitivity is not a weakness, it is your superpower, your divine GPS. Your empathy is not a curse, it is your healing gift to the world. Your feeling of not belonging is not a flaw, it is the mark of your extraterrestrial or angelic origin, a sign that you are an ambassador from a higher realm sent here on a sacred mission. Everything that you were once taught to be ashamed of is the very source of your divine power. Step out of the shadows of your past and into the magnificent light of your true identity. Claim your birthright. Embrace the specific mission encoded in your birth month. Whether you are a forerunner, a nurturer, a warrior, or a mystic, your unique gifts are desperately needed now. The world has waited for you to remember who you are. The time for playing small is over. You were forged in fire so that you could walk through any flame unscathed and lead others out of their own personal infernos. Your journey was your initiation. Your pain was your preparation. Your survival is your proof of divinity. You are a living testament to the power of God to turn the deepest wounds into the most profound wisdom and the greatest suffering into the most glorious strength. Look at your hands, they were designed to heal, to build, to create, and to uplift. Look at your heart, it was broken open to become an infinite wellspring of divine love. Look at your life, it is not a story of tragedy, but the epic saga of a divine hero's journey. You are the one you have been waiting for. You are the answer to the prayers of your ancestors. Your time is now. The prophecies are being fulfilled through you. The great awakening is happening within you. The new world is being born through you. Do not doubt your readiness. Do not question your worthiness. You have been preparing for this moment for lifetimes. All of heaven is watching you, cheering for you, and supporting you. You cannot fail. From this day forward, walk in the full knowledge of who you are. Introduce yourself to your own soul. Speak your truth with an unwavering voice. Shine your light without apology. Fulfill your destiny with courage and grace. You are a beloved and chosen child of the Most High God, sent to earth at this exact time for a reason that is more glorious than you can possibly imagine. The veil is lifting, and the cosmic secrets are being revealed to those who have the eyes to see and the ears to hear. Your intuition is your direct line to the divine, so honor it above all else. Your dreams are messages from your higher self and your spiritual guides, so pay close attention. The universe is constantly speaking to you through signs and synchronicities, confirming that you are on the right path. Let go of any remaining fear. Fear is the frequency of the old world, the language of the matrix you are leaving behind. Your native tongue is love. Your true home is a dimension of peace, joy, and unlimited possibility. Begin to anchor that reality here and now with every thought you think, every word you speak, and every action you take. You are a creator of worlds. The great event that the prophets have spoken of is not just an external happening, it is an internal activation. It is the full awakening of the chosen souls on this planet, the activation of their dormant DNA, and the embodiment of their Christ consciousness. This is your final ascension stage. This is the moment you have been training for. Embrace it with all your heart. You are not alone in this. Your soul family, your tribe of fellow chosen ones, is finding you now. These connections will feel ancient, immediate, and deeply familiar. These are the beings who will see you, understand you, and support you unconditionally. They are your divine reinforcements, sent to help you fulfill your collective mission of liberating and healing humanity. Every struggle has prepared you. Every heartbreak has strengthened you. Every moment of despair has deepened your faith. You are a master, a graduate of one of the most difficult schools in the universe. Now it is time to take your honored place as a teacher, a healer, and a leader in this great planetary shift. The world is waiting for your specific frequency of light. If this message has resonated within the deepest chambers of your soul, if it has stirred a remembering that you cannot deny, then understand that this is your divine confirmation. This is not just a video, it is a spiritual activation. You are guided to hear these words today for a reason. Do not dismiss it. Subscribe to this channel, for it is a sanctuary for God's chosen ones. It is a place where you will be reminded of your power, your purpose, and your divinity. This is more than a channel, it is a gathering of the light, a spiritual family. Hit the notification bell so you do not miss the urgent divine guidance that is coming through for you. Your journey of remembrance and empowerment is just beginning. Welcome home.